Things could soon get a lot more expensive when a new round of tariffs goes back into effect this summer.
To help you prepare, I checked in with consumer expert John Matarese about what you should buy or stock up on before prices go up. Recent tariffs have been on the mind of many consumers across the country. They could also dramatically impact the cost of some of America's favorite exported goods. Now, this morning, we're checking in with Scripps News Group consumer expert John Matarese about what items American consumers should purchase before tariffs go into effect. Good morning, John, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Elliott. I tell you, it is so confusing because every day we get new information on tariffs and what's going to be tariffed, what's not going to be tariffed, the fact that now smartphones may be tariffed, they may be exempt. So, I understand people being confused by this barrage of news and social media posts. You don't know if you're coming or going at this point.
Yeah, I think that's half the reason why we wanted to speak to you as well. There's so many conflicting reports, so many things are changing from day to day. Things are being on pause, things are getting put in place, things are getting doubled up. So when will some of these tariffs go into effect and what industries will be impacted?
Well, we're already seeing some in effect because we already have a 20% tariff on China. So that's already in effect. Some other countries are already seeing 10% tariffs, but now we've got a big 100% tariff on China about to take place. And then here's the catch. Electronics may be exempted. That's what we heard over the weekend. And that means that iPhone or that MacBook or that Samsung TV prices may not change, or they may only go up 10%, which you won't even notice because it looks like there's going to be an exemption. Of course, that could change, but it looks like there's going to be an exemption on that. However, we are seeing prices already start to go up on some things, such as clothing coming in from other countries, fish in particular, shrimp that comes from different seas around the world. And already people are starting to see that, and some people are seeing a tariff surcharge on their receipt when they get their receipt.
Yeah, when we talk about those kind of goods, the day-to-day items that people need to feed themselves and their family, these are kind of important. So for viewers watching, what items should they be stocking up on their pantry?
Well, it looks as if you don't have to run out and buy an iPhone right now because I don't foresee prices on that doubling. I don't see a 100% tariff hitting Apple products because at that point then, the U.S. has said, don't buy an Apple iPhone, go buy a Samsung Galaxy because it's not being tariffed. So I don't think there's any need to say, oh, we better run out to the Apple store and buy an iPhone. There are some products, though, that you might want to go out and purchase, though. We just heard from Carfax, in fact, this morning, saying they're already seeing used car prices going up because people are getting nervous about tariffs, and that could increase new car prices. So they're already hitting the used car lot past couple of weeks. And so if you're looking for a car, dealers are running ads saying, come buy now before tariffs. We don't know exactly how much they'll be tariffed or which cars, if it's just German cars like BMWs and Volkswagens and Mercedes, or if cars built in Mexico will be tariffed. We're not sure. But if you're in the market for a car this spring or summer, a lot of the experts are saying, get out to the lot now. Don't panic, but you'll probably find better prices now than you will in June.
Right. Another thing that people might be panicking about, the housing market already seems out of reach for a lot of potential homeowners out there. It's a challenge for a lot of people. Will tariffs have an impact, make this more difficult for people? How do you think the housing market is going to shape up?
Well, we've talked to home builders who say they're already seeing prices on Canadian lumber going up this year because obviously it has to cross the border. There's a tariff on products from Canada now. So home prices, new home prices are already going up. It's very interesting, though, what we're hearing about with existing home prices. There's a lot of talk that buyers are nervous about the economy. Some of them are nervous about possibly losing their job. For instance, if they're a federal worker, people are a bit nervous. When they're nervous, they don't buy homes. So what's happening right now is that there might be a little pullback in buyers. And if buyers say, you know what, we're going to sit on the sidelines this spring because we're not sure about the economy, we're not sure about our paycheck, If that happens, you might see home prices actually decline a bit. And in some overheated markets, we're hearing about Austin, Texas, for example, home prices are actually down this spring because they became so overheated that now the buyers are on the sideline, and maybe those prices won't continue going up and we won't see those bidding wars the way we have the past 3 years.
Yeah, John, we're running out of time, but I just wanted to hear from you just very, very quickly. Are there any reasons for consumers to be optimistic?
I think so. I think a lot of this is negotiating. I don't see a huge price jump on everything from China. I mean, that would tank the economy. We'd go into a recession if everything doubled in price. So I don't see that happening. I think we're going to get some resolution here.
We appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, John. We appreciate your positivity and your valuable answers this morning. Thank you.
Great talking to you, Elliott.
Good talking to you too. So if you want more tips on how to save money and be ahead of the game when it comes to the US consumer market, just visit John Matarese's Facebook page at johnmataresemoney.com.